Boring, boring Arsenal. We used to hear that chant for defensive reasons. Now we're hearing it because watching Arsenal break down a low block feels like watching paint dry. Yes, Arsenal beat Everton. Yes, the defense is elite. But if we are being honest with ourselves, the attack is malfunctioning. It's predictable, it's rigid, and it's dangerously unbalanced. Everyone is blaming the system. Everyone is playing the handbrake. But today I want to argue that the system isn't the problem, the profiles are. In this video I'm going to use the data to show you why Martinelli and Trossard are actually making Bukayo Saka's job impossible, and why Eberechi Eze isn't just a nice to have signing. He is the tactical emergency fix Arteta needs right now. To understand why the attack feels so heavy, we have to look at the left wing problem. For the last 2 seasons, Arsenal has been a right side biased team. Almost 45% of their attacks go down the right. Why? Because teams have figured out a simple formula: stop Saka, stop Arsenal. Opposing managers are now putting 2, sometimes 3 defenders on Saka the moment he touches the ball. They aren't scared of the left side, and here is the harsh truth: they shouldn't be. The current options on the left, Martinelli and Trossard, are fantastic players, but they are completely wrong for the game state Arsenal faces 90% of the time. Let's start with Gabriel Martinelli. I love Gabi, his work rate is incredible, but tactically, he's a runner. He thrives on chaos and space. If the game is end to end, like against Liverpool or City, Martinelli is deadly because he can attack space behind the defense, but against Everton or Nottingham Forest, or any team sitting in a low block, that space doesn't exist. When Martinelli receives the ball against a set defense, he struggles to generate separation from a standing start. He puts his head down and runs into traffic. He doesn't have the pause in his game to manipulate defenders. He just has one gear: go fast. So you bench Martinelli and bring in Leo Trossard. What happens then? Trossard is a finisher and a combiner. He wants to play quick 1-2s. He wants to arrive in the box late and score. He is deadly in the final action. But here's the data check. Trossard constantly ranks low in progressive carries and take-ons compared to elite 1v1 wingers. He cannot isolate a fullback and beat him purely with dribbling ability over and over again. If the quick pass link isn't there, Trossard slows the game down and recycles possession. So you have one guy who runs into walls, Martinelli, and one guy who stops the play to pass it backward, Trossard. Neither of them forces the defense to panic. Now let's look at Eberechi Eze. If you pull up the FPRF numbers for this season, the defense profile is staggering. Eze is consistently in the top percentile for successful take-ons and progressive carries, while Martinelli and Trossard are just not as high in those percentages. But it's not just about the numbers, it's about the type of dribble. Eze is press resistant. You can give him the ball surrounded by 3 players and he will glide out of it. Martinelli uses speed. Eze uses body manipulation and balance. That is a massive difference against a low block. This is the most important part of the video. This is the gravity theory. Right now defenses tilt the pitch. They overload Saka's side because they know they can leave Martinelli 1v1 and he probably won't beat his man cleanly from a standstill. Imagine Eze on the left. Eze has gravity. Because he can beat his man so easily, the opposition has to send the second defender to help. If they double team Saka and they double team Eze, look at the space that opens up in the middle for Martin Odegaard. Look at the space for Declan Rice to crash the box. By having 2 touch-heavy wingers who demand the ball to feed, you stretch the defensive block horizontally until it snaps. You force them to defend the entire width of the Emirates pitch. There is one final quality Eze has that Arsenal are desperate for: the pause. Watch City play. Jenkis and Bernardo Silva, they pause on the ball. They put their foot on it, stop and wait. This, La Posa, throws defenders out of position. It creates anxiety in the defense. Arsenal's current attackers are frantic. Everything is 100 miles per hour. Eze brings that arrogance, that calmness, that ability to say, I have the ball, come and try to take it. That composure is what turns a 0-0 draw into a 1-0 win. Look, taking Martinelli out is hard, he's a fan favourite, but elite teams evolve. Liverpool evolved past Firmino and Mane, City evolved past Sterling and Sane, Arsenal have reached a ceiling with their current attack. They have mastered control, but they have lost their spark. Eberechi Eze is the spark. He's the profile that balances the pitch and finally takes the burden off Bukayo Saka. The stats say it, the eye test says it, and I think deep down Arteta knows it. So I want to hear it from you. Is it time to draw Martinelli for Eze? Or does Trossard deserve more respect? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want more analysis videos like this, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.